Have you ever noticed that when you're ready to take your business to the next level, you have to invest in a course over here to learn about social media, a course over there to learn about marketing, a course over here to learn about how to create a course? I'm a huge advocate for investing in myself, but let's be honest, it can add up over time. That's why I want to tell you about the Friends with Benefits Club, your one-stop shop community where you can earn some extra coins while you learn proven strategies to grow your business. Gone are the days where you're looking all over the place to learn the skills to take your business to the next level. The Friends with Benefits Club has you covered with monthly expert masterclasses, challenges, a book club, monthly check-ins, and much more. The best part is that when you join the Friends with Benefits Club, you automatically become a brand ambassador and can earn money from referring your friends to join the club. Want to become a BFF or founding member of the Friends with Benefits Club? Click the link in the description to learn more and secure your spot today. Enrollment ends soon, so don't delay, okay? I'll see you inside of the club. Especially for me, when I start to get stuck and unmotivated, is because I'm trying to do too many things at one time, and I'm starting to get overwhelmed, and then I shut down. So if you're the same way, it might be that you need to go back to the drawing board, look at all of the things that you're doing or that you're trying to do, and prioritize them. Is this important right now? Is this going to get me to the end goal right now? Or is this something that I could delegate? Is this something that I could kind of save for later when I have a little bit more support? I'm not sure what it is for you, but I know for me, anytime that I'm trying to do too much, okay, I'm like, my brain, everything just shuts down. So start to prioritize what it is that is important.
Welcome to the Friends in Beauty podcast, a safe space for ambitious beauty industry creatives to have real talk, get real answers, and practical tools to grow their businesses. My name is Aquia Robinson, and I'm a makeup artist, beauty educator, and the creator of Friends in Beauty. I created Friends in Beauty to support like-minded creatives just like you on their quest to connect, network, and build genuine relationships within the beauty community. Join me every week as me and my special guests reveal the keys to success and longevity in the beauty industry, and most importantly, have fun while doing it. You ready? Hey, what's up? It's your best friend in beauty, Aquia Robinson. Welcome back to another episode of the Friends in Beauty podcast. I am so happy to have you here with me, and I hope you're listening to this episode in high spirits and in good health. If you are a friend in beauty, I welcome you to join the Friends in Beauty Facebook community. If you're looking for a community of like-minded, ambitious friends in beauty to virtually connect with, network, and share resources, then click the link down below in the show description to join our community, and I'll be there to welcome you with open arms. Also, follow Friends in Beauty on all social media platforms at Friends in Beauty. What I like to do is something called the Friends in Beauty Friday feature, where every Friday I spotlight a different friend in beauty and their accomplishments. So no matter how big or small you think it is, I want to shout you out. I want to send you some good vibes. So all you have to do is use the hashtag FIB Friday feature, tag Friends in Beauty on something that you have accomplished, and I'll share it with the community. Additionally, the Friends in Beauty podcast is available on several platforms. We're on Apple, Spotify, Stitcher, iHeartRadio, Google, YouTube, you name it. And whatever platform you are listening from right now, I just want to say thank you so much for tuning into the Friends in Beauty podcast. I truly appreciate you so much. And I would love it even further if you took the time to leave a 5-star rating, a review, a comment, a like, a share, a subscribe, or something to let me know how you feel about the Friends in Beauty podcast. I would absolutely love it. And also, I have to tell you that you should join the Friends in Beauty mailing list tribe if you haven't already, because they are the first to know about all things Friends in Beauty, and I send out different business resources, tips, and advice throughout the week. So if that's something that you're interested in, the link for that will be in the description as well. And last but not least, the most important thing is to share the Friends in Beauty podcast with your other friends in beauty, your family, your friends, anybody that you think could benefit from the information that is being shared. Share away to help me grow the Friends in Beauty community.
Now, on this episode of the Friends in Beauty podcast, I want to talk to you about what to do when you're feeling stuck and unmotivated. This is something that we all go through. I even talked about it a little bit with my guests that were on the 100th and 11th episode. No matter where you are in your business, we're all human at the end of the day. And there are going to be times where you feel stuck and unmotivated and you don't feel like doing anything. I did something similar to this or talked about this topic on episode 37, where I discussed 5 ways to motivate yourself during difficult times. And that one has some really good tips. Even when I listen back to it, I'm like, okay, these are cool, but that was like a year or so ago. So there are things that have changed with what I tend to do when I feel stuck and unmotivated. And I want to do this because there are going to be times, I know there are times for myself, I can speak for myself, where, we just get into the hustle. And you kind of forget, like, dang, what am I doing this for? You know what I'm saying? So sometimes you just have to, do a reset. And I know there are times when you want to feel proud of yourself, right? You want to feel proud of yourself. You want to feel like you're making progress, but you feel stuck. And that really sucks. Like, when you feel stuck and you really don't know what to do next, that really, really sucks. That's why I recommend investing in yourself and all of those things. But we're going to get into, some things. But I wanted to do this because one of my friends in beauty reached out to me the other day and was telling me she was not feeling like herself and everything. And she asked me, what do you do when you feel unmotivated? And I'm like, this is so perfect because, not to say that it happens all the time, but there are times, when I do feel unmotivated, I don't feel like even recording a podcast episode. I don't feel like posting on social media. I just need to figure out what my next move is. And this happened fairly recently. If you, not that I was feeling stuck and unmotivated, but I needed to just kind of reset. So you definitely got to check out my vlogs on YouTube to get a little behind the scenes as to what goes on in my day-to-day life, with doing, building friends in beauty, being in my business. I take you behind the scenes on a lot of stuff. So make sure you check out the vlog. But like I said, I wanted to do this because she reached out to me and asked me, what do you do when you feel unmotivated? So girl, this episode is for you. I already gave her some tips, but I thought okay, this would be perfect to share with my other friends in beauty because I know that she's not the only one feeling the same way right now. So I gave her some tips and I only gave her maybe 2. So girl, if you listening, go ahead and grab the rest of these tips too. All right. So the first thing I want to say, and it's not in any particular order, but the first thing I want to say when you're feeling stuck and unmotivated is to rest. Rest and recalibrate. But give yourself a deadline. So we get so caught up in the fact that if we feel like we're not doing anything, we feel like we're not being successful. And a lot of times when I tell my friends, one friend in particular, I always tell her, she's like, what are you doing? I'm like, I'm not doing anything. And she's like, doing nothing is doing something. And I'm like, exactly. Sometimes we need to rest. We work so hard in our businesses and we put in so much work in the pursuit of our success, in the pursuit of whatever thing that we're trying to attain, that we need to rest and recalibrate. But don't rest for too long. Give yourself a deadline. Look, I'm feeling stuck and unmotivated. I'm going to give myself a week to just chill out. Just exist. Just exist. Why are we always in the pursuit of something? I know that we want to be successful, but why do we always feel like we have to be in the pursuit of something every single moment of our lives? When do we just get to sit back and just exist and do nothing? So that's kind of where I am in my life. I'm not into the hustle and bustle. I want to rest more than anything at this point, but make sure you rest to recalibrate, but give yourself a deadline to sit in that and not doing anything. You deserve it, okay? You deserve it. The other thing I want to say is do something that makes you feel good. Make sure it's legal. Okay, I don't want you telling nobody that I gave you advice to go out here and do something crazy. Make sure it's legal. You're not hurting nobody or anything like that. But do something that makes you feel good. One of the things that makes me feel good, and you'll definitely see it on my vlog, is I absolutely love being by the water. I love being outside in nature, but in particular, I like being by the water. Being by the water really soothes me. It calms me. And it helps me to really clear my mind. So anytime that I'm feeling stuck or unmotivated, or I'm just feeling some kind of way, feeling kind of icky, I don't really know how to describe it. I'm just not feeling like myself. Anytime that I go and sit by water. It makes me feel good. I actually had like a whole day of doing things that made me feel good like a few weeks ago. So that's what I'm saying. Definitely check out my vlog because I spent the whole day doing things that I like to do. Because, sometimes when you get caught up with your friends or your family, if you have children and everything, you tend to cater to the things that, are good for the collective. Okay. But what about the things that you want to do? So I spent the day, I went to this park in the area that I like, sat by the water. First, I went and grabbed me some Ethiopian food because I absolutely love Ethiopian food. That's one of the things that makes me feel good. Okay. So I went and grabbed me some food, went to the park, sat by the water, and, just listen to music. I did some headstands. I walked around the trail and everything, and I felt really, really good. And the other thing that I did, which is my next tip that I did while I was sitting by the water, is I journaled. So I do recommend journaling just to like flesh out your thoughts, like just free writing, nothing in particular. Even if you don't know what to write on the page, start by writing, I have no idea what to write on this page, but I'm going to just start writing and see what happens. Like I like to do a lot of free writing where it's not really a particular topic in general, but you'll be surprised as to what you put down on the paper when you just start writing. So get your thoughts out. It might be there's a little bit too much things going on in your brain, too many things swirling around. So definitely get your thoughts out onto paper. I absolutely love journaling for that. If you do need journaling prompts, there are several things out there that you can find on the internet if you need an actual journaling prompt, like you need something in particular to write about. But in those moments when I don't have a prompt, I just write about anything that comes to my mind, whether it's good, bad, or indifferent, whether it is the fact that I'm feeling stuck and unmotivated and I don't know what to do. And sometimes you might need to cry. That's another thing. When you're feeling stuck and unmotivated, you might need to cry. That's not on my tips, but you might just need to release some of that anxiety and that tension that's building up inside of you, that's making you feel that way. Another thing that I want to say when you're feeling stuck and unmotivated is to prioritize your duties. Prioritize the things that need to be done and determine the level of importance and do that first. A lot of times, I feel like, especially for me, when I start to get stuck and unmotivated, is because I'm trying to do too many things at one time and I'm starting to get overwhelmed and then I shut down. So if you're the same way, it might be that you need to like go back to the drawing board, look at all of the things that you're doing or that you're trying to do and prioritize them. Is this important right now? Is this going to get me to the end goal right now? Or is this something that I could delegate? Is this something that I could kind of save for later when I have a little bit more support? I'm not sure what it is for you, but I know for me, anytime that I'm trying to do too much, okay, I'm like, my brain, like everything just like shuts down. So start to prioritize what it is that is important and do those things first. Take care of those things first. If those things are going to lead to your success, or if those things are going to lead to more income, like do the things that are important to you first, whatever is important to you. The other thing is phone a friend. Anytime you're feeling stuck and unmotivated, phone a friend. I cannot stress the importance of having a support system. I cannot stress that enough, and that's part of the reason why Friends in Beauty was created, so that people can get out and meet people and just connect with other people in the industry or just other entrepreneurs that are doing the same things that they're doing, that understand where they are. A lot of the times, if your family is working a 9-to-5, or if you're working a 9-to-5, no shade, but it's a little bit different from entrepreneurship or, being in the beauty industry, dealing with these clients. Only people who are in that are going to understand like where you're coming from, because otherwise it might seem like you're complaining, or they're just not going to get it. And the advice that you get is not really going to be tailored towards your struggle at the moment. So that's exactly what my friend in beauty did the other day. She texted me, "Hey girl, like this is what's going on. Like, what do you do when you feel unmotivated?" And I was able to, give her some suggestions as to things that I do, and also just speak life into her and let her know, and let you know too right now, that you are exactly where you're supposed to be. You are exactly where you're supposed to be. I literally just had this conversation with somebody the other day. Of course, there's so many different paths that we can take. And if we take one path, it may be a little bit more bumpier than the last. But ultimately, if you keep moving, you're going to end up exactly where you want to be. Your goals are going to be realized. But right now, you are exactly where you're supposed to be. And I had to let her know that because I know her, so I know, the things that she's doing and everything like that. And she tends to be a little bit hard on herself, okay, for such a young lady. She tends to be a little bit too hard on herself. And me being older, I could just be like, girl, it ain't what you think it is. Like, she's doing an amazing job. And I hope if you're listening, you know who you are. You're doing an amazing job. And you too, the person that's listening to this right now, you're doing an amazing job with what you're doing. You're doing the best that you can do with what you have right now. And that's all that you can do. And the more that you continue on your journey, you may be able to invest more in yourself, invest in a team, and just do what you can do right now. And if you're doing your best, you're right where you're supposed to be. I just want you to know that. The last thing that I want to share is, and this is something that I told her too, is to celebrate the journey, celebrate the milestones that you're doing leading up to your goal. So what I want you to do is, like, we all have like these big goals, and I talk about this sometimes about reverse engineering. You have your big goal, but there are little tiny tasks that need to occur in order for you to reach that big goal. And it's not always tasks that need to be done. Sometimes it's tasks that you may need to change your mindset. It may be you may need to change your schedule. You may need to change something. But there are always little tiny steps that lead to the big goal. And I want you to celebrate those little steps every time that you accomplish them. My friend Dayana calls them mini wins. I want you to celebrate your mini wins. Because that's when we start to get caught up in the fact that, I feel stuck. I feel unmotivated. I'm not doing anything. I'm not being successful or anything. But when you take a step back, that's why I said rest and recalibrate. Take a step back and really look at the things that you have accomplished, the small things, and really celebrate that. Like, get yourself some ice cream, turn on a song and twerk. Like, I don't know what you need to do to celebrate yourself. Have a cocktail. Do something to celebrate yourself, because if you don't, then it's going to be very, very difficult to enjoy the process. I want you to enjoy the journey to your goal, because once you get to your goal, then you're going to be like, okay, what's next? So you might as well enjoy the journey and the process of reaching that goal. And remember, you're right where you're supposed to be right now. So I do want to invite you to, if you are looking for some kind of support system in your business right now, then I definitely want to invite you to look into the Friends with Benefits Club. That is the membership community for Friends in Beauty, for the Friends in Beauty podcast. If you're in the beauty industry or you're an entrepreneur and you're looking for that support system, like this group is full of accountability. So definitely check out or click the link in the show description or wherever you're listening to this to check out what is offered inside of the Friends with Benefits Club. So many amazing things, but one of the things in particular as it pertains to what we're talking about right now is that support and that accountability, and just having a group of people there who understand, and you have me, but a group of other friends in beauty and other entrepreneurs there who understand where you are, who more than likely have been through what you're going through or are going through what you're going through. And it's nothing like that camaraderie, and it's nothing like that support to help you break through and get to the next level. So definitely check out the Friends with Benefits Club. We are open for enrollment, and you can be the first to, get in there and secure your spot as a BFF. So I hope that this episode was helpful. If you're feeling stuck and unmotivated, definitely try out some of these things. Send me a message, comment, leave a 5-star rating, review. Like, let me know what you think about the things that I shared. If you try some of these things, what are some things that you do? I would love to know that. What are some things that you do when you feel stuck and unmotivated? All right. So like I mentioned, you want to rest and recalibrate, do something that makes you feel good, do some journaling, prioritize your duties, phone a friend, and then celebrate your mini wins. All right. So that is it for this episode of the Friends in Beauty podcast. I'm your best friend in beauty, Aquia Robinson. So I got you. Like anytime you need to talk, I am here. All right. And I will talk to you next week on another episode. Bye.
Thanks for listening to the Friends in Beauty podcast. Don't forget, sharing is caring. Share this episode with at least one friend in beauty, and subscribe, rate, and review on Apple Podcasts so that other friends in beauty can find this show. Plus, we'd love to hear your feedback. Connect with us on all social media platforms at Friends in Beauty, #FriendsInBeauty to join the conversation, and join our Friends in Beauty Facebook community to stay connected. Talk to you soon.